door is now hung. Now it's time to put a bifold. Welcome guys. So today I'm going to be swapping out a laundry door. This one, love it to bits, has got the classic flathead screws. So all I'm doing is using a flathead blade to unscrew it. A lot of these normally have paint in them. A little trick you can do is you can cut it with a Stanley knife and it'll come out a bit easier. So as you can see, I'm leaving the top one in, just one screw, so then it can come out easier. I'm whacking on some new hinges. I'm going to be using 3 100mm hinges instead of this old 85mm hinges. So how I start it is I put the hinge on there first and then line it up with the existing top because I want to keep the top the same, and then I'll cut it with my Stanley knife and start hacking away at it with a chisel. So you know it's a snug fit when you can whack it in there and it just stands by itself. Oh baby, I still got it. This is so satisfying to do. All right, next up is to put the door in place. So all I'm doing is slipping the door into the opening, and I'm going to push the door up so that I've got a nice gap at the top and the bottom. I've already ripped the door down. Next up, I'm going to mark where the hinges are on the side. So all I do is mark the top and the bottom of the hinges, and then I'm going to transfer that onto the edge of the door. And a good little tip to do is to write top on your door and also the way that the hinge swings. A little bit later, I'll show you that I kind of fucked this one up. I'm just using the Ox door holder and my Makita trimmer to route some hinges into this side of the door. I've got my fast hinge template all set up. I'm just adjusting the depth to make sure that the hinge depth is perfect and it's nice and flush. And I've got all my hinges laid out, so I just start routing away, getting amongst it. Got the vacuum set up as well just to help minimize the mess. It honestly didn't really work that well, so I ended up just doing it and then vacuuming it up after. These are pretty sick. They're corner chisels, so you just slide it into the corner and then just whack down and it takes out that rounded edge. So here, this is what I was talking about. As you can see, the hinge is on the wrong side. I don't know how I did that. I think I just drew the fucking thing on there wrong. But the good thing about this is I had to plane off like 4mm because the door was too big to fit. So lucky, because this is a timber door, you can't really bog up the wrong side. So all I did is just plane the side of the door down so that it's now going to fit in properly. It actually still needs to be planed down a little bit, but basically I got rid of the hinges where they were, and then all I've done is remarked it. All right, round 2. Now I'm just hanging the door back up. So what I do is I put one screw at the bottom and then I fix all the rest of the screws in place and fix them all off. And then now I'm just going to swing it to make sure that it closes. And if it doesn't, then I'm going to make some adjustments. Okay, so looking at it, I know this top needs to go over more. See how the bottom gap's smaller? So that's either this wall's out of plumb, or I need to take more out of the back of this hinge to push it over, and that'll help. Obviously this. So that's a little trick for you. If you take some more out of the back of the hinge, you can slide the door over. You want the same gap around the whole door. So the hinge side needs to be straight, and then you can plane your existing side into place. Door is now hung. As you can see, I've got my ice caps going the whole way around the door. Now I'm going to work on the lock. So I'm going to use the existing hole that was in the door jamb. So what I have to do is line up the center of the old lock, which is there, trace the line around here on the door, and then I'll drill my hole through there. This is another way that I like to put on locks. I'll put the plate on there. Well, obviously I'll drill the 24mm hole and the 54mm with the setbacks, and then I'll put my plate on there, screw it in place, and then I'll scribe it with my knife. Start chiseling away. It's so satisfying. And then once I've chiseled it all out, I just like to sandpaper away the pencil marks on there. There we go, lovely, all done. Now it's time to put a pivot door here, or a bifold. Okay, got the double hinges on. This is for the bifold. Gonna start to hang it up now. Round two. Battery. Could be H, not a fan of this design. I wouldn't get it myself, but that's alright. There we go, she's done. 2 handles on. Bifold and there we go, this one is a bit more frustrating than normal, but we got there in the end. 2 bifolds for you. I want to see if we can put something above that because I don't like that. So you can see the gap up the top. Normal with cavity sliders, you've got this beading that can sit up there and cover it. So I might ask them if they want that as well. Yeah, it says here, where is it? You need a 41 50 mil gap. So that's split in between the bottom. I think the bottom's got 15 mil. That means the top's got around 30. Anyway. So today we got the bifold in and back door. That looks nice. This is all timber. So, you know, there's no bogging or anything. You just have to be like spot on with your checkout. Hand chiseled these out and I used a router for that one. But look at that. You couldn't even tell the difference. Still got it, baby. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.